Hey everyone, welcome back to Pabbly. So in this video, we are going to learn how to create Zoom Registrant on successful Razorpay payment. So let's suppose I am running an online training center and I am conducting all these webinars with the help of Zoom. Now I am collecting all the payments with the help of Razorpay, and I want that whenever a new payment happens, a registrant is automatically created in my Zoom. I completely want to automate this process, and to do this automation, I am going to use Pabbly Connect. So Pabbly Connect is an amazing automation and integration software which requires no coding or programming skills. Here I just need to build connection between Razorpay and Zoom. Pabbly Connect runs on two principles, which is trigger and action. Here, as my trigger application, I am going to take Razorpay, from where I will receive new payment, and this complete workflow here will get triggered. And then in my action application, I am going to take Zoom, where the registrant will be created automatically. If you want to learn this amazing automation step by step, then let me take you all to my screen. In this video, we are going to learn how to create Zoom Registrant on Razorpay payment. For this, we are going to create automation between Razorpay and Zoom with the help of Pabbly Connect. So this is the landing page of Pabbly, and you can visit this simply by typing pabbly.com/connect in your browser. Now after browsing the website, we need to sign into a Pabbly account. On the top right corner, we can see two options, sign in and sign up for free. If you are an existing user, click on the sign in, but if you are a new user, click on the sign up for free, and this will give you 100 tasks free on monthly basis. As I'm an existing user, I'll click on the sign in. And here a dashboard has appeared showing me all the Pabbly applications. Here I have to click on this Pabbly Connect Access Now. And it has taken me to this dashboard where I will be able to find all my workflows over here and all the folders that I have created over here. If you want to create a new folder, you just need to click on this plus icon, and from here you can create a new folder. For now, I want to create a new workflow, for which I need to click on this create workflow, and first I need to provide the workflow name, and then I have to select the folder in which I want to save that workflow. So first let's name this workflow as how to create Zoom Registrant on successful Razorpay payment. Now I need to select my folder. So these are the folders that have been created, and I want to select this all automations and then click on create. Now as soon as I click on create, two boxes have appeared in front of me. One is trigger, other is action. So trigger says when this happens, and action says do this. So trigger is basically an event which starts the automation of a workflow. There can be only one trigger in a workflow, but as many as action applications as you want. Here in this workflow, I want to create Zoom Registrant on successful Razorpay payment, which means whenever a Razorpay payment will happen, a registrant will be automatically created in my Zoom, which means whenever a Razorpay payment will happen, this complete workflow here will get triggered, because trigger says when this happens. So whenever a Razorpay payment happens and then action says do this, then create Zoom Registrant. So here in my trigger application, I am going to take Razorpay. And then in my trigger event, I am going to take payment captured. So now I have to make connection between Pabbly Connect and Razorpay, for which a webhook URL is provided to me, and this URL is going to act as a bridge to connect my Razorpay with Pabbly Connect. So reading this help test given below, I will make this connection, and to make this connection, let me take you to my Razorpay account. So this is my Razorpay account, and on the left hand side where I can see all the options, here I have to click on this developers. And then over here itself, I can see this webhooks option on the top. So I will open this, and then I have to click on this add new webhook. So now I have to provide the webhook URL, then I have to provide the secret, and then I have to select the active events. So here this is the same webhook URL which I am provided in my Pabbly Connect workflow. So I'll go back to Pabbly Connect, copy this webhook URL and paste that webhook URL over here. And then I have to provide the secret, so I'll provide the random secret, and then I have to select the active events. So here whenever a payment is captured, this webhook should trigger the workflow. So here I will select this as payment captured and then click on this create webhook. So webhook saved successfully. Now let's go back to Pabbly Connect, and over here I can see this waiting for the webhook response. And under this it is written, now log into the application where you have added the webhook URL and do test submission so that the data can be recorded here in the webhook response. This means so as to get the webhook response over here, I need to do a test submission for which I need to do a payment in my Razorpay account, and for that I am going to go to this payment pages on the left hand side where I am going to make a test payment for this product. So here I am going to open this Java Notes for Professionals, and over here I am provided with the page URL. So I am going to copy this link and paste that link in a new tab. So as you can see that I am in test mode, and now I am going to fill some dummy details in all these fields. So let's say my name is, so here I have selected the payment for Java Notes, then the amount is 399, the quantity is 1, the name is latest user, email address is latest@pabblytudes.com, and this was the phone number. So now I am going to click on this pay, and here select the option as UPI and then enter my UPI, and then click on this verify and pay. So here I have successfully made this payment. Now this payment should be captured in my Pabbly Connect. So let's open my Pabbly Connect, and over here I can see that I have instantly received the response. The name was latest user, the payment was made for Java Notes, the mobile number was this, quantity was 1, the email address was latest@pabblytudes.com, and here I have received the phone number, and then the event was payment captured. So here I have received the response in my Pabbly Connect as soon as I made the test payment in my Razorpay, and this shows that the connection that we have created with the help of this webhook URL between Pabbly Connect and Razorpay, that connection is successful. Now whenever someone will make the payment, I will start receiving the response in my Pabbly Connect. So now whenever I receive a new payment in my Razorpay, I want to create Zoom Registrant. So here in my action application, I am going to take Zoom, and then in my action event, as I want to add the registrant, I am going to select this event as add meeting registrant. Now I am going to click on this connect. So if you have an existing connection, you can go with save. If you don't have one, click on this add new connection and then click on this connect with Zoom. Over here I have already logged in my Zoom account, and that's why it was an easy authorization, and it is always advisable to keep your application logged in before making the connection in Pabbly Connect. So here Zoom is connected with Pabbly Connect, and now I have to enter all these details. So the first one is I have to select the meeting in which I want to create this registrant. So to enter this, let me take you to my Zoom account. So this is my Zoom account, and on the left hand side I can see all these options where I am going to click on this meetings, and this is my meeting by the name online training and learning. So I am going to open this, and I'll go back to Pabbly Connect, and from this drop down select my meeting as online training and learning. Now I have to enter the email address. So I am not going to enter this manually. Instead I am going to use a method called mapping, which means I am going to enter data from my previous response. So here I have received the response in my Razorpay, and when I click on this email address, I can see this Razorpay, and when I click on this, I can see all the response that I have received in my Razorpay. So here I have to enter the email address, and the email address was latest@pabblytudes.com. Now I have to enter the first name. So I will follow the same process, and from here I have received the full name of the lead. But I have to enter the first name and the last name separately, and for that we have to use one more action step before this action step, and for that I am going to click on this add action button and then search for a feature by Pabbly which is text formatter. And then in my action event, I am going to select this split text. Now I am going to click on this connect. So I have to select the text that I want to split, which is the name of the lead. So from this drop down, I can select the name as latest user, and then following this help desk, I am going to enter space as the separator. And then in the segment indexed, I have to select this as all and then click on the save and send test request. So here I have successfully received the response. Now I can map the value of the first name and the last name separately in my action step. So here in my first name, I'll click on this text formatter response because I have received my first name there. And then my last name, I will follow the same process, enter my last name as user. Now I have not received the response for address, city, country, zip, state, but if you have received the response, you can enter following the same process. Now I have also received the response for the phone number, and the phone number was this one. And as all these fields are not required one, I am going to skip this. Now over here mapping is important so that every time you receive a new response, it is taken into consideration in these fields. Manually entering the data will make these fields static and the information will not change even if you have received the new response. Over here, if I manually enter any data, this field will become static and every time I receive a new response, the result will not change. So as to keep these fields dynamic, we use this process mapping instead of manually entering the details. Now after entering all these fields, I am going to select the purchasing time frame as within a month, then the role and purchase process as not involved, and then the number of employees as 1 to 20. I am going to skip this comments, job title, organization, industry, etc. And then simply click on the save and send test request. So here I can see that I have received the response and this response is a positive one. Now I need to open my meeting and check whether this registrant has been created there or not. So this is my meeting. Let's refresh this page once. And I have to click on this registration and then click on this view. Here I can see that I have created this latest user. The name is latest, last name is user, and it has also noted the date and the timing of when this registrant was created. Now so as to check whether this automation is working perfectly fine or not, let's open my form again and make some other payment. So here I have entered the details. Payment made for Java notes. Amount is 399. Quantity is 1. Name is admin user. Email address is admin@pabblytudes.com and this is the phone number. Now I am going to click on this pay. Then select my UPI and then enter my UPI. And then click on this verify and pay. So here I have successfully made the payment and this registrant should be instantly and automatically created there in my Zoom. So let's open my Meet in Zoom. Let's click on this view and here I can see that I have created this admin user instantly. The email address was admin@pabblytudes.com and it has also noted the date and timing. Now to summarize, we took Razorpay as a trigger application where we made connection with Pabbly Connect with the help of this webhook URL. We made a test payment and received the response in Pabbly Connect, after which we moved to the next step where we wanted to create registrant in Zoom. So here we took Zoom as an action application. We selected the meeting in which we want to create this registrant, entered all these details with the help of mapping, simply clicked on the save and send test request and received the response as this registrant being created in my Zoom meeting. So we have successfully created automation between Razorpay and Zoom with the help of Pabbly Connect. I hope you like this video. Thanks for watching. Not only these applications, but you can integrate many more applications with the help of Pabbly Connect. Now if you have any doubt, you can reach us at support@pabbly.com. If you have any query, you can reach us at forum.pabbly.com, and if you have any pricing related issue, you can visit the website given over here. Also, if you find our videos helpful, do share it with your friends and like and subscribe to our channel.